Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Salute, salute. It's your boy T Dot coming back at y'all again with another video. And today I got a serious topic I want to discuss. I don't really see a lot of other YouTubers talking about this. Not too many people in the community bringing this up. And it's concerning the current state of drip and the roadmap, alright? Now, to start things off, there's a lot of questions that's popping up in the community lately. Like, a lot of people been asking why Forex isn't doing anything. Why isn't he more active in the chat? Why is the price low? You know, a few other questions, but those are the main ones we see a lot. Alright? And I'm gonna address those. Let me get to those in a moment. But in order to do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight things that people forget concerning drip, so I could, bring things to a full understanding, shed some light, let people see the truth. Well, let's let people see the truth behind what's going on right now, and have essentially their questions answered. Now, to start things off, I want to go to the roadmap, because that's where the main thing that people forget is at. Alright, so let's grab the roadmap. Now, in the roadmap, the main thing people forget concerning drip is right here in the first sentence. And it's this: the drip network is a complete, fully functional, and sustainable project. Let me read that again. The drip network is a complete, fully functional, and sustainable project. So now, what does this mean? This means nothing gonna be changed. There's gonna be no changes. Well, to the core, that is. There's gonna be no changes to drip. All these guys advocating for a whole bunch of LMS or whatever, changing the daily payouts and what else? Guys talking about stipulations to daily claims or hydrates, all this. Listen, the core foundation of drip is not gonna be changed, right? So now, with that being said, the only thing that will happen is utility will be added. Now, concerning the utility that will be added, you guys could do your own research on your own time about that. It's a lot of information on YouTube, all over the web. You can even search up on Telegram, see what they talking about in the chat, all the pin messages, just to stay up to date. There's also the new UI that's coming soon. Then there's the layer 2, not to be confused with the V2, but a layer 2 that will be coming soon. And those are things to look out for. Alright. Now, the next thing I want to highlight that people forget is the fact that drip is a community-based project. Alright. So now, what does this mean? This means you have to put your brick in. Drip is a team sport. So now, I know a lot of guys like to call crypto a solo sport, but for drip, in order for drip to actually do what it do, in order for us to see what we've seen in the past, we have to actually keep that mind state of drip being a team sport again. Now, what do I mean by this? Let's take a look at the past. Alright. So now, again, like I brought up in my previous video, like around this time, this is when you had all the drip influences, you had all the guys on the bench, everybody was doing their part. The coaching staff, they was developing, first Mana Farm, Rev, all the partnerships, all the different YouTubers that came and went. Well, actually, at this time, this is when they was coming in. Everybody was on the drip bandwagon at this time. And then what happened? We got to that top, and drip became a solo sport. So a lot of guys, what they did, they started taking their funds into shit forks, You had other YouTubers who weren't necessarily getting the recognition that they wanted, so they started fudding. Guys started, going astray. Some guys wanted to do their own thing. Some guys stayed in the community, but they were disgruntled. A lot of guys started, getting into that method activity. And then, it was a full-on onslaught. But what we gotta remember is what got us here. And what was that? Drip being a team sport. Everybody just understanding that, it's not just about me. It's about the community. And it might sound funny, especially when it comes down to money being involved. But guess what? That's what got us here. What utility was there before? There wasn't no utility that got here. That was all community. This was all the starting lineup. Well, starting with the coaching staff. It was the coaching staff, which is the dev team. They made the coin, and then you had starting lineup, which is all the YouTubers, the Wells, and then you had all the bench guys, the smaller influencers and the smaller investors. So now what we got to do to get back there? We just got to rebuild that team. We're going to get a whole bunch of new YouTubers. Well, we need that next wave of guys to come up, or you guys that are coming off the bench. Y'all got to step it up now. Now all of us got to step it up. We got to become the top guys. And then we got to restructure our team. That's what happened with any sports team. What happened when guys lose that chip? Or what happened when guys don't even make the playoffs? As a matter of fact, they don't make the playoffs for a couple years. What they start doing, they start rebuilding. So that's what we're doing right now. We're taking a couple L's right now. But what's going to happen? Once we start rebuilding our community, once we start rebuilding our team, we're going to see this start to reverse. We're going to see the same thing happen that happened last time. We're going to see all of this, but this time the difference is we're going to have that utility. We're going to have that utility. We're going to have the solid community. Alright? And with that being said, to end things off, the last thing people need to remember is not to FUD your own bags. Alright? Now, what is FUD? So now, what is FUD? FUD is an acronym for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We don't need anybody that's fearful. We don't need anybody that's uncertain about things. We don't need anybody that's doubtful about things. No matter how anybody want to slice it, FUD is bad for any project. And people like to come with they saw FUD. I'm going to make a video on that. But we're just going to wrap it up with this. Don't FUD your own bags, alright? And with that being said, I'm out. Salute.